Okay, I only have 8 minutes, but I figured we'd go over some of the stuff that we found at the thing going here. So this isn't really crystal, apparently, according to my mom. It's some kind of heavy thing, but so it has lost the top of the cross, and it looks like it was ordained with some kind of ornament at the top instead of like just going straight up, because it has these, these out dents, I guess. So and it kind of looks, it's pretty well crafted. I don't think they make it this heavy anymore. And for some reason, Jesus has his pee-pee out. And I'm guessing that is an old school way of doing it. So I don't know how old this is, but it's, it's pretty old. And then the book. So this book was used, so it's not a Bible like I originally thought. It appears to be some kind of like trade or insurance sort of guidebook of sorts, but it has these writings on it. So some of it is a little hard. Lawrence, Helen, and Elena, 1926. So this one was made in June of 26, it looks like. June something day 2 a.m. 24th, no. January 24th, 1926. And right here it says, a cold Sunday. So this was in winter of 1926. And on the next page, there's some more, January 24th, 1926. Again, Sunday. And came out on the bus. Somebody came out on the bus. Gertrude. Agnes and Gertrude here something and came out on a bus. So definitely, actually Gertrude was one of my great grandmother's names, so that's interesting to me, because it would have been around that same time. So they were a little stuck together. So the first sign that I knew that this wasn't a Bible, I didn't even bother reading the subtitles here. Laws and trade. Oh, the laws and laws of trade. So laws of trade, so it's a trade thing. But I didn't read any of that. The first sign I saw was, I read, the borrowers of small loans, $5 and $10, should be met with a polite refusal. They are nuisances and 9/10 never intend to repay the loan. So remember, this book is from March 1st, 1878. So it is Life and Labors, a complete history of the life and life work of the eminent divine and devoted servant of the church, who was an able defender of the faith against the encroachments of error and for the integrity of the church. And the people in the house that I was in had crosses everywhere, so they were obviously a very religious family, but this was also back in the 1920s and such, so it was a little bit more prevalent back then. So some of these are kind of stuck together. They've been folded over the years. This one, unfortunately, the writing is pretty faded. You need some kind of something to be able to read that, some kind of technology. I don't want to break it. It has been sitting out and weathered for quite some time, so. Sarah, I can't tell if that says Lawrence or Janine. I think it says Lawrence, Sarah, and I, Helen and I. Something, funeral? March 23rd, 1926. died March 20th, 1926. So somebody March 22nd, 1926, attended Mr. Cahive's funeral? Mr. somebody's funeral. So there's like a story in the story, you know? It doesn't look like they wrote much further than that in the book, but I don't know. Maybe they ran out of, it was the 1920s, so maybe they ran out of paper of some sort, so they decided to use this as a journal or something. So, yeah, it was a tough time in the Americas back then, so that could be one possibility, but who knows. But it's fascinating either way. So, so these are the findings from today. These are my snacks, so don't worry about those. So the next time I do this, I'm going to bring a flashlight and a backpack and maybe a dog, and we'll see what we find then. So thank you for watching. And if you know anything else about this book or the people mentioned in the writing, this was in Evansville, Wisconsin, on a farmhouse. So I don't know anything else. That's pretty much the story that we know so far. Agnes, Gertrude, somebody died. You know, it was tough back then in the 20s. So, all right. Thank you for watching.